When it comes to the delicious scent of coffee, it's very distinctive and addictive. I'm not that big of a coffee drinker, but I do love the smell of it. I occasionally enjoy a good cup of Vietnamese coffee and a pre-workout coffee sometimes. Emphasis on the sometimes because the way coffee runs through my system is crazy.
Is everything all right in there?
If you're a coffee drinker, let me know where I can find some good coffee, preferably mom and pop shops. Nothing screams the fall season like a good cup of coffee on a cool morning. Speaking of fall, my favorite season for many reasons, from the weather to the clothing, and of course the fragrances and candles, in preparation for the upcoming fall season / candle season, which is in a couple weeks. Let's talk about some good coffee scents that I'm currently enjoying from the collection. In all honesty, I'm burning coffee candles and using coffee fragrances all throughout the year. I figured this would be a perfect conversation to welcome in the fall season. And of course, let me know your favorite coffee scent in the comments below. Can be any kind of coffee scent, can even be the smell of your favorite coffee shop. Anything. Sit back, relax, and let's talk candles. The most recent coffee candle I picked up is actually from a brand that one of you recommended to me. To the person that told me about Cantrip candles, please send me a DM on Instagram so I can thank you for putting me on to such an incredible brand. I wanted to buy almost everything I smelled in that store. It was hard to contain myself. I did end up buying a couple scents, but the one I want to talk about is the chocolatey coffee goodness of Coffee Shop, with notes of roasted coffee, chocolate, and cream. And it smells exactly like a rich, decadent, creamy chocolate milk with roasted coffee. Slightly bitter from the coffee, but overall, this is a pronounced creamy chocolate with equal parts coffee. Right from the cold throw, that thick chocolate is very prominent, and that coffee is right there adding in a sweet bitter essence. This is quite a remarkable gourmand. I wish I would have bought that large 16-ounce size with 2 wicks. The 9-ounce is great performance with a strong hot throw, but those 2 wicks would have been that much better for filling the entire apartment with a strong chocolate coffee smell. 100% soy wax as well for that good clean burn. I haven't used this with the warmer yet, but I'm sure the hot throw is going to be phenomenal with it. This is a true fall scent that I'm glad to have in the collection and to welcome in the season. You will definitely be seeing more Cantrip candles on the channel. And if you're in LA, stop by the store. The entire setup is amazing. I believe they've expanded, or they're in the process of expanding, so I can't wait to see the new setup when I go back. Breakfast Leipzig from DS and Durga. Now, this is probably my current favorite coffee candle, and I'm putting pauses on everything for dramatics because the scent is that good. I've talked about this scent so many times on the channel, but each time I almost feel like I'm telling you about this scent for the first time. Such a unique take on a coffee scent. While this does have that coffee prominence in the forefront, there's just so much more going on with this scent that makes it truly exceptional. I know I said this may be my current favorite coffee candle, but I'll go as far as saying this may be my favorite DS and Durga candle, period. I think I have the full DS collection, if not majority of it. This is the scent I always come back to. Like I said, that coffee smell is there and it's prominent, but after burning through a couple of these, I found the scent personality to change quite a bit towards the end of the life of the candle. Yes, it starts off sweet with the coffee, the almond, butter, and pastry touches, but when the wax passes the midpoint of the candle vessel, the scent sort of changes to more of a leathery, smoky tobacco coffee. It's quite extraordinary. I know this may not be the case for you if you have this scent, but this is what my nose picked up from the midpoint of the candle. It made me fall in love with the scent all over again when I experienced this for the first time. This scent really has me feeling like I can see that leather chair in the corner of an old coffee shop with an older gentleman sitting in it smoking from a tobacco pipe with the fireplace burning in the background. I feel a type of euphoria when talking about this scent, which only happens when talking about Madeline from Judon, that emotional connection to a scent. I absolutely love Breakfast Leipzig. I just wish this came in that large 28-ounce size, like the Big Sur After Rain scent. Many of you have this scent as well, so let me know if you share the same experience with smelling the smoky tobacco leather. A perfect morning scent for, well, a perfect morning. This candle was made in collaboration between PF Candle and Verve Coffee. I'm not sure when this scent was released. I bought it when PF Candle was having their archive sale. I've never had Verve Coffee, so let me know if you're familiar with them. All I know is if their coffee smell anything like this candle, I'll just buy the coffee just to smell it. This is a very small candle, but it packs a punch. The coffee aroma from this scent is extremely fragrant and aromatic. In some ways, this scent smells very familiar to my nose. Warm cream, chocolate, and coffee cherry husk. This candle smells like a place I've been before, but can't exactly pinpoint from memory. Just feels familiar. The coffee in this is so prominent. But when I keep smelling it, I begin to pick up on a sweet aspect behind the coffee. Not sweet as in the cream or the chocolate. It's the sort of sweetness that you find in florals. Maybe it's that cherry coffee husk. I've never experienced that note before. Maybe that's where their aromatic touches are coming from. This is a rare scent, so I'm hoping one of you may have it to help me pinpoint this unique touch. Definitely a coffee-focused scent that stands out, that I'm drawn to and loving the burn from. I wish it was offered in standard sizing, but the small size does perfectly fine burning in the kitchen as I'm cooking breakfast, or the sudden whiffs I get from the cold throw while walking past makes it feel like I have a gourmet cup of coffee sitting on the counter. If this scent ever makes a comeback in the future on the PF site, I will be sure to post it in the hopes that someone will buy it. I love a good PF scent. Let's take a little break from candles and talk about a fragrance, coffee focused of course. It's the Biscuit scent from Art Perfumey. I mentioned this fragrance on the channel before, but this is a scent that will see heavy usage this fall and winter. I'm looking forward to walking around smelling like a cloud of sweet chocolate and warm coffee. Nothing performs better than gourmand on my skin. I'll just say I left Dream's coffee shop when asked what fragrance I have on. All joking aside, this is a great chocolate coffee fragrance with a good amount of chocolate. Dark chocolate more specifically. There are also notes of bitter orange, vanilla, brandy, bitter cocoa, and of course, fine coffee. The prominent keynotes of this scent will be the chocolate, the coffee, and a little vanilla. The chocolate is definitely in the forefront, but on the dry down, more of that coffee makes an appearance. I can't really pick up the bitter orange that much. Maybe my nose isn't picking it up, but I do wish it was more pronounced to add more of a citrusy touch to such a decadent scent. Chocolate also seems to be the go-to for coffee scents, so it would have been nice to get some of that citrus to break it up a bit. Still a great gourmand coffee scent nonetheless. The concentration is eau de parfum, so I typically get around 6 to 8 hours of longevity. I haven't worn this in a proper winter, so when I go back home to Chicago over the winter, I'm definitely looking forward to see how this performs. I'm not looking forward to the cold weather that hit like bricks. But we'll see. One brand I don't talk about often on the channel is Forever Mood. I actually really do enjoy some of the scents. I also seen Jackie recently release some perfumes, and I've been seeing some great things about them. If you have any of the perfumes, let me know your thoughts on them. What would be a good recommendation for me? I'm not opposed to what's considered women-focused fragrances. I mean, my signature scent is Woman in Gold by Killian, and I get countless compliments when I wear C'est Noir from Beyonce. I'm not even joking. If you like it, please wear it. Anyways, the candle. Matcha Business is the scent I want to talk about. It was part of the first collection, so this is a really hard candle to find at this point. I find the sweet nutty coffee in this scent to be very enjoyable. This is your elevated coffee without all the extras to it. You want coffee with a sweet touch to it? This is it, and that's what I love about it. It's sort of stripped down compared to the other coffee scents that provide this precise experience of just a sweet coffee. It's warm and sweet with hazelnut coffee, coffee vanilla, some lavender, and almond milk. I honestly don't burn this often because it's not for sale anymore, but when I do come back to it, it gives me exactly what I'm looking for. I actually like to burn this while working on something difficult that requires a lot of attention. I found that the scent helps keep me focused. It may be the lavender note, but I can't pick it up, at least consciously, where I'm picking the scent apart note by note. It's sort of like listening to a song for what it is rather than listening for the drums or what a certain lyric mean. Just enjoy it. And that's what I get with matcha business. Oh, and the performance is strong, which is normal for coffee scents, but Forever Mood candles are notoriously known for being on the stronger side. Great coffee scent. Coffee has one of those smells that you can instantly pick up when it's nearby. Whether you love or hate coffee, smelling it on a nice, cool fall morning is one of the best feelings.